So what I've done now is I've marked little H's around this drawing. I'm kind of identifying light spots like highlights, but the highlights just don't happen as a spot. They now happen as a strip in some cases. And there's a length because it travels down the cloth a little bit, where there's a big section of it that happens here. There is a tiny little line of it here. So that's why those H's are present. I'm gonna draw for a little bit, just work it a little further and see where I go. I'll take the H's out as I go. Or I might not even need to erase them. I wrote them fairly lightly. HB, I'm using an HB right now, I think. Yes. I'm gonna make that kind of smooth and kind of even and kind of dark, just to show you that I can do something on top of that. I'm gonna take a slightly darker pencil. And once I did that, that doesn't mean I can't do this, which is drop line over the top of it. Because I'm dealing with fabric, and fabric is very much about, you know, threads coming together, you know, and it defines itself as basically a line. And I'm working right now with a 5B pencil, but I'm touching super lightly with it. This whole section wants to come forward, this whole piece. So in order for it to come forward, it's gonna have to cast a shadow up top. And you see how I kind of draw back into the line I put there to kind of like corral my hatch marks. A lot of different directions with it. I might take an eraser and just soften that spot. If it becomes a little bigger than the wrinkle that I want, I'm using an H pencil for that. I just go back into it and make it smaller. Two different directions. I want to try to get rid of that little that little overlap you get. And I'm going to go in the opposite direction because that's kind of an in curve. So kind of it's convex. Pardon me, concave. That's convex. I might even make a little oval as I go down the side of this one. I don't like that line right there. I'm gonna have to figure out a solution for that. And I'll show you what that solution is. Five B. Lightly over the top. I mean, a 5B normally makes a line that's that dark. Look at how I'm using it here. Just lightly dragging an eraser over it. I don't want to pick up too much of it. I just want to kind of like blend it. But I do want to remove a little bit to make it a smoother transition. HB. Reflected light in here. I don't want it that hot. I don't want to keep it that light, but it's okay for now. Following the form, following the fact that it's concave and kind of curving in. I have that little serrated edge, which I don't like on the edge of that shape. Just draw a line over the top of it, balance it out a little bit. It's gonna look a little darker, but that's easy to get rid of if I want to. Just push up to it again, but don't go over the top of it. Every time you go over the top of a line with another line, it gets darker. Look at how nice and tight that little fold is right there. I want to make it a little tighter. Take another hard pencil. Go inside there again. Look at that. So that's a nice section. Let me give you one more little trick. So there's a nice start for you.